Hello YouTube, this is Gene again with GeekyAsianDad, and today I'm going to lube and grease up the treadmill. Alright, I'll be right back and let's get started. Alright, first things first, make sure it's turned off. Not only did I turn it off, I unplug it. Make sure there's nothing at all. Then in the back of the treadmill, you have these two screws. If you will look inside, they give you this wrench, and you place it in. And there you go. So I always count. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Then I go to the other side. That's 1, 2, 3. Then I come back to the first one. And the only reason why I do this is it helps loosen it up in a more even manner. So that's 4, 5, 6. I usually do 6. And that should be enough. Then the next one, 4, 5, 6. You can see it's very loose. Also, you'll see the belt is enough and it's dirty. Before I do that, I'll change the bottom rails or grease the bottom rails. I just grab a rag and wipe it all down. It'll be dirty, it's just full of dust and dirt. Get the lube. Peel off the protect thing. I get this lube only from your manufacturers. I find it's just, you only do it, what, 3 times a year? Not a big deal. This is usually forget, and this I usually do this last, but this time I'm doing it first. Because usually I'll run out of lube. Alright. Yellow lever, pull, and it comes back down. And what I do sometimes is I just make sure the oil, I do it once, smear it, halfway. Alright, this part is just dirty. Get your rag, you lift it up. I start on the edges, usually that's the part that's the dirtiest. Actually, it's not that bad. Get underneath. Wipe everything down. Try not to get the top part if you got anything. That's where you run. Go to the other side. Same thing. And 6 turns usually makes it so you can get your hand underneath. Now we lube. So what I do is I only lube the first portion, basically between this and halfway up, because this is mostly where you run. And then it'll distribute itself out. So I go in the middle, I squirt it all out in the middle, in the S pattern. Squeeze it all out. Then nothing glamorous. I find your hands with gloves and you smear it. Helps kind of smooth it all out. Get from the middle to the edges, because you do run on the edges, but mostly in the middle. Go to the other side. So now we tighten it back up. So, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Come back to here. 1, 2. And this one I do it more slowly because I want to tighten it evenly on both sides. 1, 2. And since we did 6, 1, that's the last one, that's 6. That's 6. In the slow speed, I just gently try to walk the entire length of the treadmill. No running. From side to side, the front part. To the middle part. And I do this for about 5 minutes, just to make sure the entire treadmill belt has been lubricated. Alright, so I'm all done. That's how I lube and grease the belt on my treadmill. It's very simple, a couple of really important things. One, don't ever forget to turn off and unplug your unit before you start. Don't forget to do the railings on the bottom. And what I've learned is I just use the plain lube and a pair of gloves. They have these special things you buy, which it's a wand and you kind of smear it all over. I found out that you lose most of the lube onto the paper or the cloth towel that they give you as a wand. So put as much lube in, just get the tube, make sure you balance these things evenly, and I only do it about, 2 times, 3 times a year, regardless if it needs it or not, just to keep it in good condition. So, this is Gene with GeekyAsianDad and Pickles. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe. Thanks.